Good morning, guys. So while we're waiting to sand that all back down and clear it, we did have, the owner did stop by with his wife, and they decided on no white. So there's going to be no white painted on that. We're just going to be, I don't know, I was talking to him a little bit, and I kind of like the modernness of no stripes. And the original, that's as of right now. Who knows? I'm going to be clearing it either next weekend or the week after. He may change his mind by then. But you know, either way, I feel that it's a lot more modern without any of the stripes. And I did the treatments, the white treatments with the emblems and the hood grills and with all the chrome. I think it'll look great. So with that being said, we still have to move forward on the project, right? There's still lots of little things, right? They say that on any kind of, well, this isn't a restoration, but it's definitely bringing it back to life, so to speak. The last 10% of the build is all the little things, right? So as you can see right here, I have the taillight assemblies, the front grille, and over here I have headlight buckets. Stuff like that. So I did get a hold of a video of a completely stock 68442, so I could, and the stock 68442 does not have any stripes down the hood or down the side. All they have is just a stripe on the fender right where the 442 is, and it goes down, you know, it goes like that on the fender, but he doesn't want that. But anyway, so we're going to basically take the lights out of these, if they'll come out. I've never done these types of things before, but it just looks like there's a couple bolts on the back side, and then we're going to clean all these up and then clean up and paint up all these parts. So that's what we're going to get after to this weekend. You know, like these guys right here, I gotta take off the chrome. I'm gonna clean that up, but they're pretty beat, obviously. They're missing the standoffs in a couple spots. They're broke, but we can get her back together. I mean, she was together without all that stuff, so we can put her back together as it is, right? And then this guy right here, you know, this one has it. This would be the driver's side. Yeah, the driver's side. Okay, so anyway, doesn't matter. The whole point is to start knocking out a bunch of this little stuff, right? I did order a staple, an upholstery stapler. So I ordered an upholstery stapler off from Amazon. Very inexpensive. I mean, it really is. For what I'm going to use it for, you know, yeah. It's an air unit right there, and it does 3/8 crown and 1/4 inch leg, or 1/8 inch leg. So hopefully the 1/8 inch will not go through everything and poke out, because the board itself is 1/8 inch. So once I get the staples in, this came in yesterday. I ordered it yesterday morning and it came yesterday evening, but the staples will be here today sometime. So once it gets here, I'm going to test the staple and make sure that it doesn't go through everything, and then staple up the 1/4 interior trim, because I had to pull it so tight that it's already starting to lift around the edge, and I'm not happy about that, obviously. So that's what I have to do. So anyway, so we will start taking apart these taillight housing assemblies, then get those all cleaned up, and anything that goes black, actually there's quite a lot of black. All those are black. The grill insert in the top is black, the bottom is silver. The 442 in the grill, I'll be doing the white in the actual 442. But that one there Sorry if I'm kind of all over the place here, but this one here, it comes off, but it's plastic. So I can't do like I did with the metal ones, right? Sand them all down and get all the pits out of them as much as I can. So with this one, I'm gonna steel wool it just enough to get this shiny, and then I will take a brush and I will paint the 442 insert white. That's about all I got on that one. Yeah. And then this is black, and then this is silver. I mean, honestly, it'd probably just clean right up, but I have to paint the buckets and the fender extension inserts silver anyway, because they're pretty shot out. That one's got black paint all over it from previous paint job. So I'll probably just paint that silver as well. Adhesion promoter and whatnot. Anyway, so I'm gonna flip on the fan here because it is already like 90 some degrees here in Florida, and it's wet. Humidity is like a million. Yeah, that's how it is in Florida. So I'm gonna fire up the fans, and then we're gonna start taking these apart. If there's anything that looks kind of crazy, we will stop and address that, meaning I will explain what I'm doing. And yeah, let's get into this one. So that's all cleaned up. That one hasn't been cleaned up yet. But what you can see is a lot of pits. This was painted black. Originally it's supposed to be black, but all those pits. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to fill any of these pits, like make it all smooth again. But I'm gonna sand it down. I mean, I guess if I got really after it with like a deburring tool, I could get all those pits out and stuff. But it's just pop metal, it's pretty thin. I don't wanna chance it like blowing a hole through it. Because, I mean, you can buy these pieces, but they're very expensive, just like everything else. But I mean, if you can clean them up, and with what we're doing on this, I think cleaning them up really good, and then just putting a satin black on them, I think that's going to be beautiful. The tail lights, one has a crack in it. I'm going to talk to him. The owner's coming by today. He wants to change out his jets on his carburetor, because that carbureting machine has got big jets in it when he had the blower on it. So he took the blower off, obviously, and now he wants to rejet the carburetor. So he said it'll only take him 15 minutes, so he will be dropping by to do that. Hopefully he will not be talking about painting the white stripes, because we already talked about that, but man, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to do this to this, and then we'll come back. Again, I tried to use my sandblast cabinet, but it's just so hard to see in there. I gotta replace the glass on it because it's a piece of equipment that would be perfect for this that I can't use because I can't see a dang thing. So anyway, so I'm gonna do this to this one, and then we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so the owner of the car just left. So to give you a rundown, he jetted, just so you kind of know. So he's got a Holley carburetor on there, and he jetted it from 74 to 68 jets. It's running amazing still, but it doesn't have a large gas smell, right? So before, when he was running it would be kind of, you'd smell gas. So it was dumping too much fuel down in there. So that's why he wanted to jet it out. And then while he was here, we are going to be doing some things on this truck. We're going to do the timing on it a little better, because to time this, you really need two people. To time that, you need one person on the top turning the distributor, and then one person on the bottom underneath actually looking at the timing mark. It's hard to do it. I kind of timed it by doing that. I kind of turned the distributor. I went down below. You know, you have to have it up off the ground so you can climb underneath, because of how the engine is in the front. But that's another video. But we fired this thing up. He changed the vacuum line over because he said my vacuum advance wasn't on the right vacuum port. So he swapped that around, and he says, and the air fuel ratio is running like 15 air fuel, which is way rich. So he gave me a couple things to do. So I'm going to do that, not today, but I'm going to do the couple things, and then he's going to come over with his timing light, and then we're going to try to do it. But anyway, enough of that. This is about the 442 and restoring the tail lights for sure. So I did take it over to the sandblaster and cleaned it all up. And then I still did the front with my little tool, just like I did with this one. But I did take it and sandblast the backs. So one of his headlights has a crack. I talked to him about that. He's going to see if he can find one. I guess he's going to see if he can find one. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to fix that one. Like I said, I can take it all apart, and then on the inside you can see the crack. So what I'll do is old school style, I'll just kind of drip a little bit of super glue in the crack just to hold it up until he gets another one or whatever. They're real easy to change out, so it's not a big deal. And I have super glue, so what's the big deal, right? But anyway, so we got these all prepped up. I sanded them with 180, and now we're going to hang them up probably over there, and then we're going to put a coat of satin black on these. I'm going to buff and clean up the taillight housings. So let me get this set up, and I just wanted to show you how they look. Okay guys, so as I was digging around, headlight bolts, driver's side, I knew I had one of the pieces, at least one of the pieces that goes right there. Right there. I don't have this one. This one's lost to time, but at least I have this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reattach this with this. I'm not sure how. I'm going to reattach that. The tricky thing is with these right here, as you can see, the grills inside are black. And then this side's black right here. That's black right here. What's pretty amazing to me is that back in 1968, I'm gonna assume that someone actually had to tape all this off to paint these black. That's amazing. So I'm gonna try my best to recreate that. It's real tight all up in there. And then these guys right here, it's just black on the inside, and these are all chrome. See, it cleans right up. Just, you know, just kind of be aware that you just take a little time and you can actually clean this stuff up, right? Our society today is such a throwaway society that it's like, oh, as soon as something's a little, oh, I'll just get a new one. Or I'll just get new this, new that. It's all new. Well, just a little bit of elbow grease, right? From faded, dull to brand new. And it's not like this requires any kind of special skill. It's just 000 steel wool and just a little rub, rub, rub. But I have a feeling that the audience that watches what I do probably does this kind of stuff. We'll fix, we'll try to save $1 here and there. And overall, I think it's worth it. Anyway, so I'm just going to sit here and clean some of these parts. I want to paint all the black at once. I want to get it all painted. I put everything in bags, and then I want to put it all back together so it doesn't sit around for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I can put it all together. So I'm just going to clean some of this just like I showed you, and when it comes to painting, I will bring you back and then we'll show you what I'm going to do there. So as I'm cleaning all these parts up, grill, the emblems, and this is metal actually, the emblem for the grill, all these pieces. I know how the factory wants it, from the factory, but you know what? This car's not factory. So I think what I'm gonna do is, hold on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all that stuff disappear. Now hear me out. So, oh, and I reattached that guy back on. So what I did with here is I just use super glue, and there's a product that you, it's like a powder. I think it's like Rapid Fix. Yeah, Rapid Fix. And you just push powder in, put a little super glue in it. It hardens instantly, and then you spray it, and you're good. Kind of like CA glue. So anyway, I'm not going to say if I put a bolt in there that's going to snap off. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is what I got for now. But anyway, so this is the left. So the left side. So this goes on the driver's side, and then there's a piece that goes right here, which is over there. So this piece goes like that, and then this piece has a trim that goes right here that's chrome. There's a chrome piece that goes across here. There's a chrome piece that goes across the front of the hood. And then these guys right here, they're black on this in the inside, and then the chrome or satin look on the outside. And then the marker light is chrome. And whatever. So, what I'm going to do is, this goes like that. It goes just like that. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to paint these completely black. So, all you will see up front will be the 442. So, the 442 will have the white here, but all these in the center will be black. So, black. So it'll look like it's floating in there. The chrome here, I'm going to clean all that up, and that's going to be black through here. So when they're on there, all you see is just the chrome bezels, and then the 442 in the front. That way it'll just blacken that whole front out. I think that's going to look good. Now I kind of have free reign on stuff like this, of what I think would look good, and I think that's going to look amazing. It will have the chrome bumper in there, the little chrome accents, and all behind there will be black, and all you'll see behind that is the aluminum radiator. So I think that's going to look good. So what I'm going to do is let me clean these up, get them like I've been trying to do, is get these all ready for paint, and then we'll be back after we paint them. So I'm just going to Scotch-Brite all this stuff. So I'm going to Scotch-Brite it all and get it pretty smooth like that. Get it all in there, and then yeah. And this is broke right here, right there. So I'm going to fix that too. But yeah, it's all going to go black. All black. I think it's going to look amazing. All right, guys, so headlights, taillights, the buckets and stuff are all done. I really like that black up in there. The only thing I have left is the 442 emblem. So like I said, inside here is going to be white. That part's going to be black. You know, white, and then so it'll look like it's just floating in there once I get these painted black. So this is all I have left. I'm probably going to take them into work. Since it's metal, I'm going to clean them all up, sand them down, spray the white just like the other emblems that I showed in the last video for this. So anyway, so that's that. Second thing that I had briefly discussed was that I got in a stapler, little upholstery stapler. I did get the staples in last night late, actually, from Amazon. And these staples are 3/8 inch crown, so across, by 1/8 inch leg, so deep. So I already tried one in this scrap piece right here, boop, right there, and yeah, it doesn't come through. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna staple down this one panel that is kind of like an eyesore for me because of the whole having to stretch it and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up this video because after I do this, I'm probably gonna be working on the other panel, and I've already recorded that on how to do it, so really why be redundant and record me doing panels again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the camera down, and then I'm gonna show you the stapling. So with this stuff, you just kind of want to pull it tight. Make sure that the back side is smooth. Pull it tight. And that's it. And I gotta kind of tuck that. So this is really like a tucking and try to make it work kind of situation. But look at that, perfect. So I'm gonna go around and do pull, tuck, tight, hopefully get the little bit of a, look like it had like a bubble or something in between. But now that I can pull it tight and staple it in, we should be good. So there it is. I got that bubble pulled out just from stretching it and hitting it with this guy right here. So that I like. Yep. And here we go. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the weekend. What I plan on doing today, like I was saying, is I'll probably be working on the other interior panels. I'm not going to post up another video on it because it's the same. But I am glad that I got the headlight buckets all done, the taillight bucket or taillight bezels all cleaned up and painted. Because that black, I'm glad I went that route with the SEMs Hot Rod black. I still have like a whole, well, 3/4 of a quart of that left, so I figured why not, right? It will make it all disappear up in the front. All you'll see is just those headlights and the marker light blinker lights. It'll be beautiful. So thanks for sticking around. I know this video is kind of short, but I think I got a lot of good information out there for you as far as doing this kind of stuff. Again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys out there still coming in every week, watching the little bit of the little stuff that I do. And this last 10% I'm trying to knock out before I get this all cleared again. So because once we get this cleared again, then I can start putting everything back in, get the glass put back in, start doing all the interior trim pieces, meaning all the new rubbers, weather strippings that we have, that's been all sitting up there, put the carpet in, the seats, we're using these seats, they're red. I think he wants me to kind of like maybe dye them with some fabric paint black just for now, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Thanks again, and hey, go out and build something cool. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.